Go live. We live. We live.
Yo.
Hey.
Hey, do me a favor. Go to your Facebook and go to my page and share my live on your page.
Okay. Do that right now.
I'll send the request.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, put that in here, bro.
I got you.
Everybody.
Oh.
Man. Everybody.
Yeah, that's not.
Dinero, you gotta turn that down. I am live with Dinero Duo, everybody. I'm live with Dinero Duo, and it's about to go down. Order another round.
All right, I shared it.
All right, everybody watching the Simeon Henderson Show, and I am live with Dinero Duo, and I think we're gonna kick it off and play the song before we get started. So what we're doing is they premiered their new hit, "Roll It Out" today, and it's doing good already. The video is out, and the song is out. The "Roll It Out" dance is on TikTok, so make sure you guys go check it out. And you can see at the bottom of the screen, Dinero Duo. And we're about to get it in. Let's play the song for you real quick before we get into this interview. Let's play the song and check it out. Here we go. One time exclusively premiering on the Simeon Henderson Show. "Roll It Out" by Dinero Duo. Here we go.
Hey, yeah. I get the best of Dinero. Bunch of y'all was looking in the Camaro. I get the bands of Dinero. Bunch of y'all was looking in the Camaro. Roll it out. 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 Roll it. Roll it out. Roll it out. In the cut, new J's mismatch. You know I'm on fire, call it dispatch. Walking like Bosch, where Chris at? She throw the thing back, I'm a dish that. Anytime I talk, that's big facts. You can tell how I walk, got big racks. I was off for a minute, this a get back. And I stay spinning phase in the tic tac. I get the bands and Dinero. Bunch of y'all was looking in the Camaro. I get the bands and Dinero. Bunch of y'all was looking in the Camaro. Roll it out. 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 Roll it out.
You know we gon' do it, we get it tomorrow. Got the bands like Guitar Hero, it's new era, but I don't count. Roll it out and put my city on the map. Roll it out in the circle. Get little go Steve Urkel, yeah. Do it left, do it right. Roll it out and it's on sight. Yeah. Roll it out. Yeah. Roll it out. Cash them out. Yeah. Roll it out. Roll up the bands, Dinero, 40 others whooping in the Camaro.
I get the bands and Dinero. 40 y'all was looking in the Camaro. I get the bands and Dinero. 40 y'all was looking in the Camaro. Roll it out. Roll it out. Roll it out. Roll it out. Roll it. Roll it out. Roll it out. Roll it out.
All right. So it's Friday night. I got my drink of choice. I got my Mystic, and we chilling. I've been going all day, man. I'm tired, but I had to do this for my son and my niece, and working with them has been a pleasure. And this whole Roll It Out thing, man, got me thinking. We got a new fad. We're going to be hitting TikTok. They're going to be all over the place. So I want to get it started, man. Dinero Duo. Let's start with this. We'll start with the making of the band, I would call it. So how did you guys come up with the name Dinero Duo?
Well, we had our first single together before, so we always would make music together. But then around like last summer. Really, we really started to realize what the damage we could do together. So we put out a song, Nia ITL featuring me, which was Strong Money, y'all know. So since Strong Money was our first song, we decided to stay with the Strong Money theme and go with Dinero Duo.
Okay, Strong Money, Dinero Duo. What about you? You decided, yeah, Dinero Duo. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, somebody's.
That's you. Yeah, I think that's you. Hold on a second. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead now.
But
There you go.
when we came out with Dinero, it's the. I might have to stop going live on Facebook.
What you can do, you can just slide it over a little bit. The one on Facebook, slide it over to your left, I think it is, and then look into the. There you go. Right that way. So, guys, if you're watching, we're streaming on 3 platforms right now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And I'm with Dinero Duo. Go ahead, Janelle. Now you can Nia ICL.
Is it the microphone?
Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. Oh, you muted the microphone.
Okay, is this better?
Yeah, you good.
All right, that's better. Okay, so we came up with the name Dinero Duo. Like you said, we already had the single Strong Money out, and we're a duo. So that's kind of how we came up with the name. And then one of our producer actually helped us too, because we were kind of brainstorming on what to call ourselves. So that helped a lot too.
Mm-hmm. So when you guys are sitting down and you're thinking about concepts and you're thinking about sound and what you should go with, what sound is good for you guys. What was that process like coming to the conclusion of the sound that you came up with?
I think we took a lot of inspiration from other artists, especially artists that we were not per se close to, but like people around us that were pretty close to us that were getting on at the same time. We paid attention and just studied what other people were doing in their sounds. And for example, big shout out to the Heavy Steppers. We looked at them. They got the song Heavy Steppers. And we looked at a song like that, something that everybody can just vibe to, and then we took it from there.
How important is it for you guys to not only vibe, but in you're connecting with the youth, with the music world, because you're connecting with all genres, you're connecting with all ages and different nationalities. How important is it for you guys to be able to relate to people as a whole?
You take this.
So it's very important for us to be able to relate to people, because at the end of the day, if we don't relate to people, then they don't feel like they have any connection with the type of music that we make.
Right, true. And when you talk about connection, you guys, you've cornered it when it comes to connecting with your age group. And I think the thing that's cool about your music is the sound that you have can transcend to any age and to any gender, any demographic. I think the cool thing about it, it's good music. So how important is it for you guys just to do good music? Music that people can dance to, music that's catchy and that people are going to remember, right? And music that's going to make you feel good about you.
It's very important, but it takes a lot of balance. I think I mentioned that a lot. It takes a lot of balance, as well as you have to be very diverse in your sound. It's something I also mention a lot, and we both preach a lot to each other, and something we need to maintain, especially when trying to make quality music
while at the same time making music, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just good overall, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that people will really like, not that we would just like. And like, as far as the being diverse thing goes, like we got music right now that people wouldn't even believe that it's us
Uh,
because it's so
Yeah,
different,
right.
you know.
definitely.
So it takes a lot of balance, but it's also very important because time, like people's ear, like over time it changes, you know. And I think that's very prominent in today's rap game, where like, you know, a couple of decades ago, the stuff you hear now probably wouldn't be scratching the surface of being popular back then.
That's
So it takes a lot of adapting. So
Mhm.
you have to be willing to adapt. So you got to be on your toes at all times.
That's funny when I hit you a
Exactly.
couple decades ago, because he wasn't even born a couple decades ago. But that goes to show you about research, about doing the backstory and researching, not music as a whole, hip hop, R&B, all type gospel. When you go back, and that's what makes you a student to the game. You guys, you have roots in music, and then you can go back and you can see what came before you, and that helps you. And I think that's the one thing that separates you guys in this era is the fact that you have an old soul, meaning that you know how to take them back, or you know how to take stuff from um, that was before your time and use it right now. What I want to do is I'm gonna ask you this question, Jania, and why I'm asking you this question, I want you to get the next song ready because I know people they want to hear your story, but they also want to hear some of your music. So we're just gonna play a couple joints. So, Jania, as Lil Simbo talked about making music that people can relate to and stick into your roots and things like that. Where did you get your start in music? Because I know that a lot of people don't know that you play an instrument, right? So how did you start off
Mm.
with music?
I started off with music at a young age. I played saxophone, piano, and guitar.
Mhm.
So my parents put me in lessons. So being musically inclined is very important. I enjoyed it too. So on top of that, I had family members who were into music. My grandma used to sing to us all the and also I just was in school plays and stuff. So I naturally gravitated towards music and over the years, it just began to grow and love in music.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So looking at you guys, I think the thing that's so cool about you guys is that you're mature and you actually you actually you put thought into your music. You put thought into your music. You work it out with each other. You come up with concepts individually, and you bring those concepts together in order to make a good sound. How important is it for you guys to be able to communicate? And not only that, and I know the answer to this, but the people need to know. Have you guys ever came to a crossroads where you were like, "Nah, I don't like that. No, I don't like that." But no, I like So, what have you guys ever had those moments where it was like you had to like agree to disagree and come to a agreement?
You know, it takes a lot of compromise, especially when you're doing something with somebody else. You know, you have to be willing to be. You have to be very flexible and willing to. You can't be stubborn at all because when you're stubborn, like nothing's really gonna get done. And you might think something sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
We see it a lot of times in the music industry. People might think something sounds really good, and everybody else disagrees. Or somebody might think you hear a lot of artists say like, "This is I hate this song that I made," but it's the song that they had blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to try different things out because if you're not, then you're gonna be stuck in the same place.
Yeah.
Right. I think a important part was like before Dinero Duo, we were family making music. So we were making music literally in the basement. So we kind of know how I guess to interact with each other and what works and what doesn't. We can always be truthful with each other in that aspect.
And I think that's something that a lot of people that's watching and people can take from this is the fact that they always say family can't work together. Well, I'll say it like this: one, two, three. We're living proof that family can work together. And me, and what I had to learn not as a dad and as an uncle. I had to learn. I had to use my business savvy because I've been in the entertainment business for a long time, and there were certain things I had to bend on because I'm like, man, I don't no. But then I'd say, okay, this is what's hot. So okay, do it, but can we do it in a way where you still stay true to who you are and you don't totally compromise your values and your morals? And I think that's important that you guys have found a way to still do that. Every now and again, you'll say something, some choice words or whatever, but 90% of your music, 95% of your music is clean, it's on point, and you guys know how to communicate with the times. So, how important for you is it, and this is for both of you guys, how important is it for you guys to be able to not fall into the norm?
Uh, it's very important, and I remember we touched on that a lot the last time we got a chance to be interviewed by. Um, it's to a certain extent you have to be willing to. I mean, you have to be open to what everybody else's ear wants to hear, especially when you're trying to make a career out of music, as we are.
Yeah.
But you can't, like I said, like you have to have some compromise, but at the same time, you can't get so caught up in trying to please everybody that you forget your purpose.
Yeah.
You know, because our original purpose for music isn't to get notoriety. We love to get notoriety, but we do it because we love it first of all, and we don't want that to be forgotten. We're in music because we love it,
Right.
you know, or we wouldn't be doing it. But and on top of that, you know, if we can do something we love and make a career out of it, we're gonna do it. So it takes a lot of balance.
Cool. Cool. I think that's one of the things that I love about you guys. Who you talking to, Janelle?
They can't hear you on son.
On what? On what, Janelle? On Instagram?
Yeah.
On Instagram or Facebook?
They can't hear you on Instagram. Oh, now they can hear you.
Oh, okay. They can now. Okay. So I was getting to this point. I think one thing that I love about you guys is the fact I remember I remember when you guys were younger. And so Janine, you're a few years older than Simeon. I want to say maybe 6, 7 years older than Simeon. Or no, about six, about 6 or 7, about 6 years older than Simeon. And I remember you guys doing music. I remember you did your first video. And that's one thing I always liked about you, Janine. You knew how to edit the videos and put them together. And watching you guys as family come into this, using your talents together and actually remembering where you started and looking at where you're at now. How do you feel about the growth? First video. And that's one thing I always liked about you. You knew how to edit the videos and put them together. You guys as family coming to this, using your talents together and actually remembering where you started and looking at where you're at now. How do you feel about the growth?
Can you hear us?
Can y'all hear now?
Uh-huh. You can hear?
No, I don't know if they can hear.
Can you hear us, Janine?
Yeah, I can hear y'all, but they said they can't hear anything from you guys. So I guess we could just go live on Instagram.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I wonder why.
Y'all still can't hear?
Are you listening right now?
I don't know why they can't hear you. Oh, they said they can hear you now.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear now, Mommy? They can hear now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Okay, cool. So what is the process? What was that process like for you guys? Looking at the growth of when you first started to where you are now. What was that like?
It's crazy, especially looking back on it now. You know, we got a song up. We don't like to tell people really, but That's an exclusive interview. So we got a song up from what? 3 years ago, 4 years, and something like that.
A long time ago.
No, yeah, it was like 3 years ago.
I think we should play it. I think we should play it. See, this is so. This is where it gets interesting. You know why? Because I think when you could go back and see the things that you did before, and then you see the growth now, this is what inspires people to understand that wherever you start at is not where you finish at. So when you look back, because I've looked at the stuff, I was laughing, I was checking it out, but it was good for what it was. But to see the growth, you give people hope and you inspire people to keep going when they can say, oh man, they started there, look at them now. So I think that you should always be proud of your beginnings, because remember, without a test, there's no testimony, and without planting seeds, there's no growth. When you plant a seed, it's a little ugly seed, but when you plant it and water and cultivate it, it sprouts into a rose, a tree, or something beautiful. So I think you guys should be commended for the longevity of staying in your music. So yeah.
Yeah, so we really came a long way. I mean, our flows, our maturity in our sound.
Right.
Of course, that's gonna come along the way. This song was from when I was in 8th grade, so. But you can just tell that, like, and it goes to show that the more you practice your craft, the better you get at it.
There you go. Anybody that want to hear that song, give us a thumbs up or a fire, and let us know that you want to hear the song. I see it right here. I got it on.
Oh no!
I got it on Facebook Live. Somebody said, "Yeah, yep." Somebody threw a hand up. So we're gonna give you guys. We're gonna do a little throwback on the Dinero Duo right now, because that's what this is about. We're checking out them, who they are, and their music, the past and the present. So here you go, Dinero Duo, when they were just Nia and Simbo. Yep, we'll play this, and then we'll ask a few more questions, and then we'll play the new song.
No, you can play this one, then play the other one back. That right after it.
No back to back. Yeah, that's why we want to give them a chance to check it out, everybody.
Oh,
Up next.
Oh,
Here we go.
Yeah, I know we gotta do it out here.
Yeah,
I'll show y'all where we from.
man, might as well.
Yeah. My family told me get it.
So I went and did it.
Keep it cupped and fitted.
Man, I'm so with it.
Yeah, I'm so with it. So I gotta rap it.
Sometimes it gets kind of crazy, gotta keep it strapping.
I used to dream about money, now I done seen it happen.
Now I'm seeing brighter days, hard work forever pays.
Cap a steady capper till I get to throwing hands in any type of way.
Cause there's snakes hiding in the shade, and I'm praying they'll fade.
Fade away, jumping 3 times, Dwayne Wade.
Man, we're getting paid, so you know how we do it.
It was shorty, let's just get to it.
They say we couldn't get it, so we went and did it. Custom fitted, yeah, we so with it. They say we couldn't get it, so we went and did it. Custom fitted.
I was really trying to make it, so little homie steal it. Trying to make house swell it. I might just show you new greatest.
I don't know about this song for people coming in.
Girl mentioned
Oh,
you,
nah.
I think she should.
This is an old song, y'all. This is an old song right here.
Custom fitted, yeah, we so with it. They say we couldn't do it, so we went and did it. They custom fitted.
Yo, what's up, yo? What's up?
I swear I never fake it, cause God life's not basic, so this money I work it, I earn it, no take it. I swear I never forsake it, just make it.
I think that's a.
Fake it. They say we couldn't get it, so we went and did it. Custom fitted, yeah, we so with it. They say we couldn't get it, so we went and did it. Custom fitted, yeah, we so with it.
So there you go. That's a little bit of Dinero Duo at the beginning, and we're gonna take a few more questions, and then we're gonna play something new. because we're not gonna keep you here all night, but we want you guys to get in tune with Dinero Duo. You can catch them on Instagram at Dinero Duo. But not only that, you can find a new song on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Tell them all the places.
Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name
Everything.
it. Whatever you got, it's on there.
Every digital platform you can find Dinero Duo. So here we go. So I gotta ask this question. It's two questions I have left. One question is this: Where do you see your music going from here? The sound that you've come up with, you guys have finally decided, hey, we're gonna be the Dinero Duo. We're gonna be a duo. We're gonna get it together, and I'm like, do it. So where do you see you guys going from here?
You can only get better with it, you know. But as far as we came, it's like that's just a must to see compared to how far I think we're gonna get. Because as we continue to mature and as we gain more experience, we only gonna get better. Really. So
I see us going to the top. Honestly,
and
I do believe that we could really be one of the biggest artists in the world. I believe we will be.
we will be.
I believe in you too. If I didn't believe in you, trust me, you guys know me better than anybody. All my people, they know me, but you guys know me better than anybody. If I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't do everything I can to make sure you get there. So I believe in you guys and I'm ready for it. So when it comes to music, everybody you're watching the Dinero Duo, we've just been talking for the last 30 minutes, just getting into their head, finding out how they got started, where they've come from, and the things they're doing now. And they're doing big things, and I'm so excited to see what's next for them. And working as management, it's cool for me to see their hustle. So to see your hustle and to see your grind, that makes me happy. So if I have to pay for something or we have to come together and go somewhere, I'm always willing because I know you guys are going to put your best foot forward. So my question to you is, where do you get your drive from to want to be the best?
For me, I think it's a combination of two things. For one, it's got to be something, genetics. Because seeing who my dad is,
Gotta be.
especially, I mean, and I'm not even going into detail with my whole family, but just with my dad alone, like he always inspired me, like, and showed me that whatever you want, like, you gonna get it as long as you chase it, and as long as not, I mean, it's a combination of chasing it and putting everything you got into it, and that's where I get it from. But on the other side, it's just, I just want to show everybody what I'm capable of, and I just feel like I have a talent. We both have a talent, and we need to put that on display. And that's where I get my drive from, the motivation to make it. So, everything my parents have done for me, it pays off, and then one day I can look and I can take care of them. You know what I mean? That's where I get my motivation.
Okay.
So
Nia, what about you?
I get my motivation from a lot of different things. I would say my family, definitely. I get my motivation to grind and hustle. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but in high school, a lot of people made fun of my music on SoundCloud when I was posting and stuff. Like, I just went to that type of high school where they hated it. So for a while, I actually stopped doing music just because of what people were talking about. But I ended up getting like 24K plays on SoundCloud in high school after the fact. So that really motivated me to get going with this music and just focus on what I had to do because they hate it for a reason. So it's a lot of talent coming with me and Sam.
Yeah. So one thing I'll say about you, Jenny, is this. A lot of people, you don't know this. My niece / artist will be graduating from college in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, she'll be graduating from college. And the reason I say that, so when I talk about drive, and I know them personally, so I've seen their drive. And I can give a example with you, Nia. I remember your freshman year of college. I'll never forget this. I think you and I talked on the phone almost every day. I think we talked on the phone almost every day because you were away in North Carolina. You had never been away, and you were just like Uncle Simeon. I just don't think I could do it. The people this, the people that, and that. And I told you, I said, hey, you need me to come down there, but you gonna do it. You're not leaving school. You talking about coming home and everything. I was like, over my dead body, you not coming home. Tasha, your dad was like, can you please talk to your niece? But that's a testament to you staying in there and your willpower to fight. And when those people hated on you, you could have did one or two things. You could have stopped, or you could have did exactly what you did and kept growing. And now look at you. So when I look at you guys, I look at Dinero Duo, I see a young man and a young woman that's overcome adversity, that's overcome the odds and the naysayers and the doubters and the haters. And now people are dancing to your music. And the best is yet to come. So last question is this. What's next?
Heat is what's next. Heat's what's next. You know.
Heat, that fire. So we got it for sure.
And we've been holding back. We ain't gonna lie, we've been holding back on y'all, but it's for good reason. It's all gonna pay off.
We've been holding back a lot, but we coming with that stuff that y'all have not heard an artist come with before. So I think it's the right time, perfect timing.
Like I said before, we got what we got coming. It's gonna catch y'all off guard. Like that whole thing I said about being diverse and being versatile. Y'all gonna see it on full display. Trust me. We got some stuff coming for sure.
So what I'm gonna do with Dinero Duo. See, I'm putting on my manager hat now. Let me turn it to the. Let me bang it to the left. Now I gotta bang it to the right because I'll never bang it to the left. Let me keep it straight. Let me put on my manager hat now. So they'll tell you I'm hard on them, and the reason I'm hard on you guys because I know what you can do. Simeon to tell you I have cussed them out in the kitchen 1,000 times, and it's only because I know what he can do. So I'm like, do what you do, son. Stop holding back. You know how to take the bull by the horns and just drag his around. So I think that what they have coming next, I want you guys to understand. I want you to hold on to your seat, and I want you to be like a cowboy and strap yourself in and ride it out because this heat, if you don't hold on, is going to burn your seat. So that was a rap. But wow. So when we talk about that heat, I got to have them play some more music for you. If you guys have any questions, what to say? No, left. Not somebody said no, not to the left. I know, Sam, to the right. I got it. So what I want you guys to do, if you guys have any more questions, send your questions in. Everybody that's watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, we appreciate you guys. We're going to play another song for you. We're going to play this song, and then we're going to leave with some parting words because we want you guys to really know who Dinero Duo is, and we want you guys to support, share, and push. Okay? So we want you to SSP. All right?
Thank you.
Support, share, and push. So hit us with some music, man.
All right, so for everybody in here, first of all, thank y'all for joining us. So since y'all here, y'all get to exclusive listen of one of our unreleased songs. So
we got a lot of questions. Somebody said I want to hear some music. Rap. Okay.
Hey, drop some questions in the question box, guys.
Yeah, drop questions.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Wow, why can't I be handsome?
Boy, if you don't get you.
All right, come on.
You got the music.
No, all right. So
you introduce it.
So this one's called Lacking. Let's y'all hear it.
This is one of my jams right here.
Let's go.
YG.
If I catch you lacking, it's about to be some action. Everybody know I'm with this music in the sea like tracking. I'ma get it, nothing to it, edges laid. I've been through it, near lit. We been through it, yeah, I'm thorough, so let's do it. Give me green tails, chicken, no one bugs. Got this long range, like the curry. Let my glasses get blurry. With this money, yeah, I'm nerdy. It's been snowing, catch these flurries. Ain't what they predicted, but I go and handle it. Oh. 85 and a 30. If I don't switch it up, then I swear it ain't working. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 85 and a 30. If that rain pours, it's a dizzle cause he's flirting. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pick it up, ain't no towing. He said he wanna fly in a spaceship like Boeing. Ooh, 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 ooh. 85 and a 30. Baby say he love me, but I don't want it.
I'm walking, Nimi's tripping, simple Nimby spinning. Got your shorty licking, got your shorty tripping. Up and then we clipping. I be coolin', I be coolin'. Got your shorty, yeah, she drooling. Home is tooling, you won't be, but I ain't eat a Reuben. I would joggers to the roof, cause love, bro, you know I do this. And a lot of niggas rats think I'm finna call her roof. She get knowledge, still go stupid. She want a baby, ain't no cupid. She be mad, I kick her out. Let me stop, she made it roof.
85 and a 30. If I don't switch it up, then I swear it ain't working.
Ooh, 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 ooh. 85 and a 30. They watching, they watching, they watching.
Pick it up,
Get up in no tone.
say he wanna fly in my spaceship like Boeing. Ooh, 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 ooh. 85 and a 30. Baby say he love me, but I don't mean it.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Hey. Hey, that's 85 and that. Now that song right there, so I get the pleasure of working out to the music that y'all don't hear. Because I get to hear all the music, being the manager, right? And they have to catch me because you guys know I do a lot of motivational speaking, and I'll take their music and I'll put it in my motivational speaking, and they'll be like, "No, Daddy, Uncle Simeon, that's not out yet." And I'm like, "But it's so cold, I gotta use it. I have to take it out." But so here we go. When you guys did, so let's use this song for example. You guys just heard 85 and a 30, right? It's called Lacking. I call it 85 and a 30. It's called Lacking. So when you guys did Lacking, I never forget when y'all performed this, I was too hyped. So where did that idea come from, Janelle? Because I know you started that song, right?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
So I've been waiting to tell this. So 85 and a 30. Basically, I was in the car. A lot of people don't know. I write a lot of my stuff in the car because it just helps me, like, looking at different stuff. Exactly. So I'm looking, and it's a 30 speed limit sign, and I'm like, man, I love music, but I really need to switch up what I'm doing. Like, I really need to come with that heat, come with that fire. So I'm like, and I want something to be catchy because the hook always gotta be catchy. So I'm like, oh, 85 and a 30. I'm like, man, that sounds stupid. I get in the studio. Lito, like our engineer Lito, he's like, yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm like, okay, man. 85 and 30. If I don't switch it up, I swear it ain't working. Like, if I don't switch up what I'm doing, like, I'm gonna fall off music. So I had to just switch it up and bring some energy. So that was the inspiration behind 85 and 30, just going full speed while everybody is not even in your level, just paying attention to the speed limit while you're shooting for the stars. So that's 85 and a 30.
It's funny because at first I wasn't on that song at first. That's the funny song. I wasn't on that song. We was in the studio and it was me and Nia had got a session together, but this was before the Dinero duo. So we and we did a song. It's out now. It's called Talking That. The other song I performed. But so we had two separate songs, but then she was like, that song cold, you know, and we was just working on some stuff together. She was like, you should put a verse on there. And we was in the studio. You want to do it? I was like, all right. And I just wrote my verse real quick and went in there. And I was like, you put me on the spot, man. This song hard. Like the ones that's as hard. I mean, all the music hard, but the ones that's not as hard, you know, for me to put a verse on, you put me on the spot like this, you know. I just went in there and just knocked it out.
So the cool thing about it, it's so funny. Listening to what you just said, Janelle, and Lil Simeon can tell you this. So when you guys decided that you guys wanted to do the Dinero duo, because I was about to push Simeon's music, right? And then I also told you I would help you as well. So we remember we had the conversation. I was like, okay, y'all need to decide what y'all gonna do.
Right, yeah.
You can't be pushing you, and I can't be pushing you and pushing him as solo artists. But every time I turn around, y'all doing music together,
right?
Not solo art. So I remember I put it in the air. I said you and Simeon a message. I said, hey, y'all need to decide what y'all want to do. and whatever y'all decide, I'm with it. And y'all decided y'all wanted to come together. And I remember when you guys made that decision, I talked to Simeon and said, well, now I'm going to talk to Jania because I need Jania to step it up now. Because what happened was you had your rhythm and your flow, and then Simeon had his rhythm and his flow, but then he was throwing all this wordplay together, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. She got it because I've seen groups where one of them would do rap a certain way and the other one rap a certain way, and it's like they don't go together. And before I could talk to you, I heard this song. And I told you, listen, I remember I said, that's what I'm talking about. My exact words, Jania. So I didn't even have to say it to you because it's like you did it. So how important is it for you to no, you just said it. You said it's important for you, when people are moving to go further and go further.
Sure, I got another answer to add to that.
Okay. Oh, you do. So okay then. So I'll ask it again. How important is it for you to be able to step your game up when you working with somebody like Simeon, or Simeon when you working with somebody like Jania?
I think as a woman is very important because it's super different. Because like I'm thinking I started off making kind of love type music.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be as aggressive as a guy on a beat. I'm like Simbo, he was bringing that heat. I was tired of being like little slick wordplay. Nah, I'm coming with that heat because we got another song called Rose. Sim got on that. He was like, "Dang, I gotta come up to your bars." Like,
we can always play it going out.
So we match, but now we match bar for bar, and we just like this when it comes to music. We are inclined, like. But as a woman, for me, that was kind of tough. I'm like, dang, I have to come way harder and still have that kind of sweet type finesse, I guess you could say, to it. So it didn't take me that long. Shoot, you talked to me. I was like, had to step up my game. I was like, okay, let me step up my game then.
But see, that's why it's so funny though, Jania, and anybody watching this, I want you to learn this lesson. This is where I wasn't being Uncle Simeon, I was being a manager. And when I say that, I mean I had to keep it real. I'm like, okay, if we're gonna go on this journey, we're not going on this journey just for shits and giggles, right? We going on it with a mission, and the message is the mission is to win, right? And that don't just mean money wise. That means in everything you do, you want to win. You want to win. And it was like, okay. And I told Simeon, I said I was going to talk to you. I said, if you guys are going to do this, then let's do it. Like, let's stop playing. It's not no, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No, if you guys are gonna come together and make this thing happen, which I know you could, what you're doing now, I was like, let's do it. And you being a woman, and this is just the honest, it's like you always got to prove yourself, right? But this is the key though. The key is, are you willing to step up? You either gonna put up or shut up. And I can say, baby girl, you've been putting up, and that's why it's gonna be off the chain, because you're willing to step up to the plate. I mean, come on, man. You're getting a degree. You've been doing an internship for Microsoft for the past 2 years. Like, as a young Black woman, that's huge. That speaks a lot to your character and your drive and who you are. So I applaud you guys for that.
Thank you.
You find it? No. So guys, you've been watching. So you've been watching Dinero Duo, and we're just sitting here. We've been getting into it, and it's been kind of cool just to hear how they started and the things they've been doing and where they're going and what they have planned. So I just want you guys to understand this, that no matter what it is that you want to do in life, whether it's music, whether it's be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a preacher, a hairstylist, a dentist, whatever it is, when you decide what you want to do, you have to put the work in. If you're playing an instrument, you got to practice that instrument. You have to clean that instrument. You have to take care of it. It's like my son, he plays the saxophone, right? And he's getting better and better and better and better because he's playing it. He's learning it. So when you look at the Dinero Duo, always look at two people that's going to work really hard to give you great music. So Jania, A.K. Nia ICL.
Yeah.
You there?
Yep.
Question. Being a woman in the industry, right? How important is it for you to have to have sex appeal but still be classy? I gotta ask this question because we see a lot of we see music, right? But the thing is, I think that you can still have sex appeal and you can still be classy. And how important is it for you to not exploit yourself as a woman?
I think it's very important because at the end of the day, I have a job. So if I'm out here doing whatever, I'm gonna lose my job in a sense because the company I work for, yeah, they're very free to us doing what we want, but
Mhm.
within certain guidelines. And also, that's I want to portray the image of a black queen and keep it classy and just be myself. So I don't really think too much into it. I'm really just myself. And
Right.
I was raised in a way that you're always supposed to hold yourself to high standards as a woman.
Okay. All right. Good. And little symbol. Question to you. You have a mom and a sister, aunties, and grandma, your grandma, and you were raised in a good way. How important is it for you to always be respectful, to respect yourself, but also respect women in your music?
Oh man, I mean, and not even just in my music. I respect women on a whole nother level, and I hold women in such a high regard, because especially like you said, I got a mom and a sister, and I just treat people like I would want my mom and my sister to be treated the best. So I'm gonna treat any other woman I come in contact with like that, whether it's a friend, a parent, a significant other. It doesn't matter if you. I mean, I treat everybody with respect. You know what I mean? But especially women because they go through a lot for their families and for it's just especially as a man and somebody who's gaining like especially trying to become a significant figure, especially in the rap game. I want to be able to be an example of what you should treat people like and what you should treat women like.
Okay, cool. So, guys, if you've been watching this past hour, I've been sitting here with the Dinero Duo, which consists of Nia Asiel and Lil Simbo. And you can see on the screen on YouTube Live and Facebook Live at Ball Out Simbo and at Nia Asiel and at Dinero Duo. That's on Instagram. And make sure you guys check them out because they're doing big things. And trust me, you're going to remember this interview as you see them soar and go on their way. And I'm just super excited about what's coming up for you guys. And it's because of you guys that I'll push past when I'm fatigued and I'm tired and I don't want to do nothing else. But I have to understand that it's always for the greater good, and we have to help pave the way and get you guys where you need to go. So, man, I think people have been enjoying it. We've been getting a lot of comments over here, and I think people have been enjoying it. And before we get out of here, I want them to hear a little bit more of the Dinero Duo. So I want you guys to play this song. And Lil Simbo, I'm gonna let you roll it out.
Oh, we got a question
Which one? Wait, what? Where? On which platform?
on Instagram. We have a question.
Creating music.
Uh,
We answered that question.
uh,
No, go ahead. No, so okay. So Jordan asked, what's your favorite thing about creating music? Yeah, we did answer that question.
well, I say my favorite thing about creating music is like music is my free space to express how I feel. Like many of y'all in here know.
Don't do it.
I ain't even gonna do it.
Don't do
All I
it.
gotta say is, man, stay tuned and y'all see what I mean by hey, music, music allows me to express myself in like just relieve any pain, stress, anything in a different way. I can go in there and just let it all out. And on top of that, I just love like I'm at a point where like people really mess with my music, and I just love getting the reaction. Like, bro, it's so cold. Like it just motivates me. But yeah, I ain't going.
Hey, Janelle.
There you go.
Hey, the man's 16 years old. He writing love songs already.
It is what it is.
Hey, so you guys gotta understand. This is how we do. This is how we do. We laugh and we joke with each other. But at the end of the day, no matter what they're going through, you better believe that I got their back from the beginning to the end. Their mamas and their daddies got their backs from the beginning to the end. So, Danielle, we laughing at Simeon, but we can laugh at you too. We can laugh at you.
Hey, y'all gonna hear some stuff. Everything in our songs. It's a lot of stories behind it. There's a lot of stories behind it. I can't wait till y'all hear. Y'all gonna be like, what?
Hey, look. Their first reaction gonna be like, "Oh, that song's super cold," and then they gonna listen to it again and they gonna hear the words and be like, "Dang, what happened?" But the cool thing about it, guys, when we talk about this music, is one thing about Dinero Duo: you're always gonna get entertained, but you're always gonna get some knowledge. You're always gonna get some knowledge, some help, a story, and that's what I think makes your music so good. So I just can't wait for them to hear it. So thank you for answering that question. So, so we're not going to bore you guys. We know you've been enjoying this. So we're going to let you hear this next song, and we're going to get out of here. And then what we're going to do is, if you guys really want to hear more, make sure you hit at Ballin' Out Symbol, at Ball Out Symbol, at Nia ICL, at Dinero Duo. You can hit at Simeon Henderson. You can hit us any kind of way you need to, so you can get more insight, more information. But we want you guys to keep coming back. So we're gonna give you just enough. We're gonna leave you dangling on the edge, and then we're gonna grab you right before you fall. So let them hit some of this music. Let them know what it is.
All right. So this is another one. This is the one Nia was talking about that another one I got on after, you know. So here we go.
Oh, so I didn't know he was gonna play this.
Shawty, you don't love me, you just want my money, though. You wanna get with me cause I got them super dope flows. Counting up amounts, we be getting bread like love. Get it, you ain't got no keys, but bring me my bro back. Shawty, you don't love me, you just want my money, though. You wanna get with me cause I got super dope flows. Counting up amounts, we be getting bread like love. You ain't got no keys, but bring me my bros. Ain't no debate if you need all my ladies. He wanna go to the bar and play this. Fly me to Vegas, baby, said he love me cause I'm creative. Big boy in my style. Tarzan, he's so wild. Space like Gal could get it and he make it go pow. They catch me with Jackie Chan. Martial arts make you do this. You can watch me live while your shorty be on demand. Crazy, I'm gon' super saiyan. Out the window, they can hit us one. You taking under pressure, I'ma run it up and turn to a gym. I got money now. I'm acting funny, how? Call my line, wanna get up, well, let's get ugly now. Diamond shine, bling, blow. I'ma hype the crowd. I'm 5G, your 4G can't even reach me now. Shawty, you don't love me, you just want my money, though. You wanna get with me, cause I got them super dope flows. Counting up amounts, we be getting bread like love. Get it, you ain't got no keys, but bring me my bro back. Shawty, you don't love me, you just want my money, though. You wanna get with me, cause I got super dope flows. Counting up amounts, we be getting bread like love. You ain't got no keys, but bring me my bro.
Big diamonds keep the bands running like a track meet. I'm too busy with scrap jeans, several rap sheets. Her blood dude trying to track me. Run up on him and he give it back free. Take your girl, drive a boat taxi. Shorty capping and she said she had me. Couple shorties ready in the backseat, but you knew that. They say get the money, I do that. I'm stuck on my city like New Jack. I'm going to a show for a few hours, maybe just 2 hours, whatever, just blue racks. I heard me skinny you, I get you wild, it's off my cellular. These shorties be in a regular, daily. Cases of thought she be acting too better, but keeping that strong with me, Mr. Incredible. Run to the money and I say on schedule. Shit call me future, I'm always ahead of you. YCT boy, my ride like a parable. I had to make it, that's only acceptable. Bite the bullet, get them going like an edible. I know they want the clout and I ain't talking word of mouth.
Shawty, you don't love me, you just want my money, though. You wanna get with me cause I got them super dope flows. Counting up amounts, we be getting bread like love. Get it, you ain't got no keys, but bring me my bro back. Shawty, you don't my money goes. You wanna get with me cause I got super duper flows. Counting up amounts, we be getting bread like loaves. You ain't got no keys, but bring me my rose.
Hey, bring me my rose. That's what we're talking about. So, guys, we've been hanging out with the Dinero Duo. I hope you enjoyed this hour because I know I did. I had fun. Y'all gave me energy, and I'm really proud of you guys. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it because of the work you've been putting in, the success that you're having, and the vision that you have to be the best. And when you guys know my thing, be symbolic, simply your best. And when I think about being your best, that's what pushes me to push you even further. And you guys encourage me all the time, watching your drive and watching what you do. So, guys, you've been watching the Simeon Henderson Show. I'm with Dinero Duo. That's Lil Simbo, Ace, Ace, Nia ICL. It's late, guys. Look, what is it? It's 10 o'clock. I've been doing this since 8 o'clock this morning. So, you guys, what you want to leave the people with before we get out of here?
Thank y'all for tuning in and stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got heat coming for sure.
Stay tuned and also make a video to roll it out, our new single.
Yep.
Send it to us at Dinero Duo. So Dinero Duo, roll it out. Make a video and send it to us, and we got y'all. We'll repost it.
Hey, let's get it viral on TikTok.
Yeah, it's already on TikTok. There's a couple of people already doing it. So now we need to push that. Let's get it, man. Dinero Duo, they're growing. And hey, remember, you heard them first. So hang in there, and we need your support. Continue to share, continue to like, continue to push. Dinero Duo doing their thing. Nia ICL at Ball Out Symbol at Dinero Duo. Check us out. It's going down. Be symbolic, symbolic entertainment. Hey, this is only the beginning. Let's get it.
All right, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Wes.